Hi guys, Michael Crossan here. Can you believe it? Quarter 1 in the books, done and dusted. I know last month I spoke to you about checking in to see how you're traveling with your to stop list, and also making sure that we take time to recharge our battery. So I'd love to see how you're traveling with that. But I also spoke a little bit about making sure we reflect on how far we've come as opposed to how far we have to go. But this month it's really been a crazy trip for me. I've been to New Zealand a couple of times, to Singapore, to Kuala Lumpur, and then just recently did an awesome event down in Melbourne for an organisation called Little Big Steps, and they've done some research identifying that there is a massive increase in survival rate for young cancer patients that exercise through treatment. And it made me think, isn't that amazing that it has such a profound impact on sick kids? Can you imagine the impact that it would have on healthy kids and healthy adults? And it just makes me reflect back on those 3 steps that I always talk about when it comes to shifting your mindset, and that's moving, sharing, and helping. Moving your body, doing something to get the blood circulating, and getting out there amongst this amazing world that we live in to enjoy the simple things like the fresh air and the sunshine, and maybe down the beach for a breath of fresh air. But now we're in April. I think one thing that's so important is this whole digital detox. Take 24 hours if you can, take 12 hours, whatever it can be, to just switch off from social media, from the world that constantly gets us glued in and glued down. Give the brain a chance to just be free and breathe a little, and spend time with the ones you love. I always talk about don't wait until it's too late before you decide to change, and that's so true when it comes to family. Don't wait until you've lost the ones that we love before we get a chance to actually tell them how much we love them, but also how much we mean to them, spending good quality time with them. This new audio book that I'm in the middle of doing now is heavily around this whole, the fortune is in your follow through. You've got all these great ideas and great tools and great principles, and people telling us all these wonderful things. But if we don't implement them, if we don't take that first little baby step in trying to transform our lives, then as you know, nothing's going to happen. And I realize there are only 2 types of people. There are pilots and there are passengers. And the best thing about it is we have the choice. We have the choice to sit back and watch everybody else do it, or we have the great choice, the great opportunity, and the great privilege and the great blessing to be able to jump up the front, grab hold of that steering wheel, and steer our life in the direction that we want to take it. And finally, I just want to talk to you a little bit about the whole mental world that we're going through. Sadly, a friend of ours, their neighbor, their 14-year-old daughter committed suicide, and I just think, a buddy of mine, Benny, he put up just recently on social media, let's not wait for Are You OK Day to actually ask people, are you okay? My neighbor, he went to war, and he told me that out of his crew, 45 people died in battle. But since he's been back, over 400 have taken their own lives, and that's just heartbreaking to think, the emotion and the pain and the suffering. And I just hope that we can all just take that moment out to take 2 seconds, not only to take stock of where we sit and how we're feeling, but also make the effort to ask somebody else how they're doing. And if you see someone sitting there alone, if you see someone looking sad or down or depressed, just make the effort to take 30 seconds out of your life to just to make sure that they're okay. But I hope that the year's started pretty good, and if not, I hope you're making the choices to change it so you can lead an amazing year this year. I challenge you, obviously, to do something every day that your future self will be proud of. God bless you, and look forward to talking to you next month. Take care.